Hi, this is Jason from Horrific Nightmares. Welcome back to the Terror in the Isles Challenge. Now, this is the segment I've been doing with my good buddy, Joe the Horror Man, where we're going to examine films from Terror in the Isles. Not only the theatrical version, but the TV cut as well. Today, we're going to be talking about The Exorcist. The Exorcist is a 1973 film which runs approximately 122 minutes and is directed by William Friedkin. Now, he was responsible for Killer Joe, The French Connection, and Cruising. Now, this stars Ellen Burstyn as Chris MacNeil. She was in Requiem for a Dream, The Last Picture Show, and Alice Doesn't Live Here Anymore. Max von Sydow as Father Merrin. He passed away on March 8th, 2020 at the age of 90. He was in Flash Gordon, The Seventh Seal, and Star Wars. And Linda Blair as Regan MacNeil. She was in Savage Streets, Exorcist II: The Heretic, and Hell Night. Now, this had a budget of $11 million, and it went on to gross worldwide $441.3 million, which is really, really impressive. Now, The Exorcist is a simple story, but it's also complex at the same time. It does deal with, in my opinion, two different stories. The first story is, of course, Regan, who gets possessed by the devil. Her mom is a movie star, and they're staying in Georgetown while she films a movie. The other story is more about Father Damien, who has kind of lost his faith. And he actually helps Father Merrin to try to make the devil leave Regan. That's pretty much the story in a nutshell. This movie it's freaking amazing. And every time I watch it, while I do agree with Joe, it does have a little bit of pacing problems. It's just a remarkable film. Very well acted, and the Oscars, they kind of pissed me off in a way, because there is no way this movie shouldn't have won something. Not only for just like makeup, because I don't know if it actually, I know it got nominated for a few things, but it didn't win anything, which just shows you how little they think of horror. They don't even call it horror when a horror movie actually wins, like Silence of the Lambs. They call it something else. But yeah, it's a shame. This movie, like I said, is amazing, and what I said to Joe was this movie kind of scared me to my core before I saw it. After I saw it, of course, it makes it, real. The images are in my mind and everything. And of course, not so much after that, but just being 3 years old when this came out and asking tough questions. And of course, everybody was talking about this movie because it made so much money. The idea to a child who got brought up in church and went to Sunday school that you could be possessed by the devil is legitimately frightening. So, yeah, this movie had a pretty big effect on me when I was a kid. I'm going to get to my relatable recommendation, which is going to be The Exorcist 3. Now, unlike most people, I don't hate Exorcist II: The Heretic. I just don't think it's very good. And it's definitely not a good follow-up to one of the best films of all time. Exorcist 3, however, I think Legion goes with it a little bit better. That's the other cut on this Blu-ray. But the original Exorcist 3 that was in the theaters is also a pretty good follow-up to the original. I don't think anything will ever make the same impact as the original Exorcist, but it's a really good film. Joe and I reviewed this recently for Fangoria. Well, not recently now, but check out the review. I think the movie's a little bit better paced than the original Exorcist, but as far as like scares and everything else, I think the original basically outdoes this one. But yeah, check out The Exorcist 3. I definitely recommend checking out Legion. It's a little bit more, um, a little bit more akin to the original, I guess, because the theatrical cut gets a little fantastical towards the end. But yeah, check out The Exorcist 3, and don't forget to check out The Exorcist if you've never seen it. That's a good one. Yeah, and don't forget to check out Joe's review and see what he picked as a recommendation. And if you like what you see in here, hit that like button and subscribe. And until next time, peace.